back from a long day, martial arts classes, instruction. My boys are learning. I'm proud of them. And then I had dinner with the family, and now I am back to do an unboxing for this bad boy, the MegaZord. This is the big dog. This is. Are we still here? I think we are. So this is the one that everybody is tripping out about, and I mean it's no small thing. So kind of one of the things I want to run through here. I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to show it to you. While I certainly could put it together with the team in the suit, I'm not sure I can put this bad boy together here in front of you without the power suit and the team. So real quick, I want to talk about a couple of things. Number one, the MegaZord Mini from the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. You guys crushed that. You crushed it. I just had to pull it off the internet. I put it up this afternoon. Well, actually, it's been up for a day and a half, but this afternoon I finally published my website, which is austinstjohn.biz. And the post had to come down because you guys were crushing this order. I mean, you flew through, I'm pretty sure, at least 125, if not 130, of the MegaZord Mini Funko Pop SDCC exclusives. I mean, wow, you guys impressed me. So you're not going to find that on my webpage right now until I make sure that I shut it down well before you guys sold me out of stock. I mean, who knew? So you sold me out of stock, or at least somewhere close to. So I'm going to do an accounting, get together with my people. I have to talk with my distributor. I'm going to find out if he's got access to more. If he's got access to more, I will get more, and then I will put it back up and get more to you. But wow, you guys impressed me. So the MegaZord, this is the big bad boy that, this is the Mamajama, MegaZord Soul of Chogokin. This is the American recreation of the Japanese big boy. This is a full die-cast model. You can see the emblems down here, Bandai and all their cool Mamajama. More of the emblems up front, Soul of Chogokin, you see it there in Japanese. I'll show you the back. It comes with all 5 pieces. You can put this thing together, you can take it apart, you can put it into the Big Daddy, put it into the MegaZord, or you can leave it in its 5 independent pieces, however you want to do it. But you can see some of the information down here. So you see that I'm not making stuff up. It's kind of cool. So this is going to be my particular collector's piece. This one's not going anywhere. This bad boy's for me. It's the only one I have as of this moment. I have a bunch more that are coming to me. So I put them up for sale, and I'll put them at $300. For those of you who are buying into this BS that I'm hawking items, okay, man, you gotta get your heads out of your Netherlands. I am working my way through all of the legal processes and opening up a legal business based on distribution market medians. So I know where the high end is, I know where the low end is, and I'm sitting square in the market. Thus why I sold out of stuff, or probably came really close to it in less than a day today when I published my website. So for those of you who understand, I'm not flipping items because it's been done to me. I refuse to do it. That's why I won't sell the other Rangers Pops with their signatures. I won't do that to them because it's been done to me. For those of you who don't get it and have just been reading all the poor salsa out there that's fed to you by whatever morons are buying into whatever they think, man, that's your deal. So that's enough about that. Legal business, period. Get over it. Move on. Or keep being stupid. That's up to you guys. Most of you are too smart for that. And for those of you, the countless those of you who've been supporting me on this page, God bless. All right. Much love and thank you very much. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt from Faux Hammer. I did a video for them earlier, but let's get to this bad boy right here. I'm kind of excited to see it. So here we go. This will be the first time I have called on the power of the MegaZord in 25 years, 20 years, something or other. It's taped. Of course it is. All right. So let's take this bad boy apart. so we can put it together. All right, so how many of you guys are getting ready to get down with... All right, so there's the box. You can see it is now empty. This is the first look at how it will come out of the case. Here is the other side of how it will come out of the case. So you can take a good look at this bad boy. It is coming your way. I'm pretty pumped up. Let's get started. All right, so directions, or maybe a description, I don't know. A lot of Japanese on the front, not so much in English, other than, of course, in the warnings, because, you know, if you stab yourself in the finger, they don't want you suing them. Okay, so basic directions. This is how you morph and turn all the cool pieces, including my guy, into what you need to do. Should we read these? I don't know. Let's try the typical man thing and not read the directions before we give it a shot. What do you think? I like the back end cover. That's kind of cool. It's got all of the Zords on there. I'm digging that. Kind of cool. All right, here comes off the top lip cover. And let's start with the big dog. So he's in his plastic, and the big dog. Well, it's my dog, the one I had on a leash anyway, if you believe that. So let's take a look at this. Basic, so legs rotate, extend, kind of cool. Arms extend. Doesn't look like they rotate a whole lot. Head moves. Jaw articulates, kind of cool. Tail. Looks like, okay, so there's a hinge back there. You can move the tail. I'm guessing that'll be handy when it's time. And the torso clicks and twists. So kind of dope. And let's put this bad boy down because I'm betting it's going to help him stand. All right, so there's a T-Rex. If you don't feed him a truck a day, he's going to eat you out of house and home. Beware. Next, my boy Walter, Zach. Let's break out, and here is his plastic. And the Mastodon. So here he is, Mastodon. Front, rear. Stickers are already in place. The paint looks good. And it's heavy. It's got, I mean, it's heavy. You can tell it's die cast. There are some plastic parts to it. That's kind of cool. As you can see, things change there. I'm probably gonna have to go back to the directions just to warn you, so be patient. The head, either I just broke it or it popped off. I'm pretty sure it pops off because I think that ends up as, at least in the series, it was a shield. So we will find out how that's supposed to happen here in a minute. So there we go, Mastodon. Either I just destroyed it or it's morphed really cool. We will find out. All right, moving on. Pterodactyl, which in the series remains the same, became the chest piece. So this was how she came out with her plastic. Came out of the box like this. The head articulates, comes up. There's pterodactyl, and then the wings. Well, this one will be the easiest piece to figure out. There you go. Now you have the pterodactyl. So I'm going to put her back in the chest piece because I can figure that one out without the directions. And we'll go from there. Pterodactyl done. Saber-tooth tiger. My girl Twee. Trini, or Twee and Trini. Her plastic. This is how she comes out of the box. Set up, ready to rock. The legs looks like they fold up underneath. The tail, which in some fashion or another, the legs pin down on the wheels. The head comes up and back and articulates, as do the fangs, which is kind of cool. And I'm betting the tail in some way or another does something really cool if I can figure out how to get it out. There we go. Pull harder. There we go. All right, so there is Trini's saber-tooth tiger. Looks like maybe the jaw articulates. There's the jaw. So the jaw articulates too. Stickers are in place. You can feel the weight from the metal inside of it. There are some plastic pieces, but this is kind of bringing back, like, how many of you were there for Transformers? You know what I mean? How many of you there? Well, I was there for Voltron too. You guys there for that? So whole lot of Power Rangers memories coming back to me. as well as all of the other ones. So a lot of TV for me. All right, so that's 4 out of 5. And then, okay, hold on. I just saw this hiding at the bottom. Look at this bad boy. Out of the covering, it comes. Here is the sword that got the job done in countless episodes. The sword that saved Angel Grove. This is the Bad Mama Jamma. I'm just saying. So you can see here, both sides. Can you tell I'm becoming 5 years old again? I'm kind of excited. The grip here with the spike at the bottom. Pretty excited about this. Love it. Cool. Definitely my inner 5-year-old coming out right now. So the sword. And then let's see, we have... All right, how many of you know what these are for? Just pulled these out. What am I supposed to do with these? I know where they go. I know what they're supposed to do. And these two, along with the big dog sword, have helped us win many battles, Power Ranger episodes. Even though while we were saving Angel Grove, we destroyed it almost every night and rebuilt it. Anybody ever think about that? I did. All right. Now, for those of you who love my man, David Yost, this is the Triceratops. This is how it comes out. The plastic isn't sealed in my box. So I'm guessing it's just there kind of as maybe as a dust cover or protectant, seawater, mildew, all of the above. Kind of cool. So this is how the Triceratops comes out. You got a tail in here, which is cool because you remember the tail cannons? They can get their blast on because Billy, as smart as he was also pretty tough, man. I got much love for David Yost and his portrayal of Billy. And then head looks like I'm gonna break it. Not the head, but let's see. Okay, so the wheels retract and come out, or not retract, but protrude. Okay, so, and then if you look here, these slide out, and then you can move the wheels or the tracks, probably put them down. I'm pretty sure that's how it became one of the feet of the Zord. All right, so if I break it, don't laugh too hard because I would probably laugh extremely hard myself. All right, so again, you can see the stickers. You can see how well done this is. I love it. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'm digging it. And I like the weight to them. I hate feeling these all plastic toys, you know. Let's see if we can get... Okay, so the head rotates to some degree also. And I'm afraid I'm going to break the head off because I'm me. So I'm not going to push too much. Billy is in the house, and he's rocking the Triceratops right now. All right, chest piece. So let's figure out how we get this done. Get the boxes off the table and the plastic. Got the shields. All right, any bets? I'm betting at least 10 attempts before I can figure this out. So we're gonna crank these bad boys up. Looks like that. The leg shields here, or leg pieces open up. Question is why? You know what? I'm gonna save us all a bunch of time, and I'm gonna crack open the directions. Maybe. All right, so the head is somewhere in there. The question is where and how. I don't know. You guys got this down? How many of you are laughing right now? I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm cool with it. I'm just saying. All right, so I'm gonna break up the directions. Page 1, bad boy directions. Let's get this done. All right, so comes out of the box. All right, chest piece. Number 1. So, all right, for those of you, the directions are in Japanese. Any of you read kanji? Because I do not. Awesome. So this is going to be hooked on phonics, pop up, scratch and sniff, follow the directions. Same on other side. In police work, they call that a clue. All right, so this twist, something like that. Hands are down, articulates, just get me to the point. All right. This chest piece is supposed to fold down from the top, in theory. There it goes. Okay, so what they're telling me here in the picture is that I can take the cannon and plug it in here in some super cool fashion. I'm so going to break this thing. All right, so I'm going to keep reading. Let's figure this out. Fast forward to how do we put it all together? All right, so on the foot pieces, these parts come down. Gotcha. Gotcha. Anybody else? How many of you guys have done this? There's not many of these out there, so bear with me. Let's see. All right, so the legs are done. All right, so the knees are supposed to plug into Trini, who is now folded back up into the position she came out of the Zord in. So let's get her rigged back up into regular mode, or whatever we're going to call it here, and see if the knee fits. All right. Okay, so you have to pull this lever down here, pop it open. Now that I popped an arm off, told you I would. All right, so the good news is it pops right back on. Now we have a piece that has officially been broken by the man who's supposed to drive it. All right, so now we have right knee. Left knee wasn't good enough. It's got to be the right knee. So it also has these little doodads in here that hide inside the knee. So it took me a second. You pull up these little red pieces on the front, and then out come these knobby jobs. And now, in theory, we should connect. I think that is a success. And now Billy, gotta fold him up, bring in his wheels. So it shows him when he's connected with the wheels rather than to the outside, they are in. And now let's connect, fold down the this piece here. For Billy, I have the knobby job extended. Stick this bad boy in there and reconnect to Trini. Have to be smarter than the toy. And I'm not saying that I am, by the way. We'll see. All right, so I now have 2 feet. Doesn't want to stick. Okay, there we go. So push a little harder, and there we go. All right, so now we are at this stage. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, it didn't take me anywhere near this long in the series. Whew, that sucks so much. All right, so we've got 2 down. The shield, it shows now. Okay, so there are a couple pieces in here that it wants me to maneuver. Let's see. So pull that up. Pull this piece up right here, in theory. So this piece is now up. And then it wants me to fold this piece up also. And then connect it to... Oh, I'm not seeing where that connection is. Okay, so there's a red All right. So as I work on this bad boy, I'm supposed to be able, in theory, without breaking it, the chest piece, as you can, that's not working the way, okay. So the chest piece, now that I have the 2 feet connected, it is telling me, as you can see right here, that the chest piece, after you fold these pieces up or down, so if I'm matching things up here, we're getting kind of close. I have things in a matching position, should plug in to the chest, but it doesn't show the chest piece open. What it does say, however, are you guys with me still? Because this is making me nuts. Maybe it's as simple as, so it shows this entire piece up and this flap down. Anybody with me? I got this a few weeks ago. Tell me you figured it out, dude. So I'm trying to push this piece. I see a screw in here. So if you look at this piece here on the inside of the chest plate, you see the screw in there. It doesn't say, well, I mean, it's all in kanji. How many of you read kanji? I don't. Well, with limitation. But I'm not sure what to do with that chest piece, so we'll come back to that. In the meantime, this bad boy, the rest of the mastodon, is supposed to come along the backside with the feet pointing up. And so this way here, and the tail, they show the tail down for this bad boy, and I see these 2 connectors here. In theory, I'm guessing, so feet up. Let's see here. So this side up, oh, below here. What? Okay, so now it's telling me okay, got it. Now I see it. 2 feet up. So they've got these 2 slots. If you can see this right here. I'm supposed to slide the mastodon into the back. One more time. And let's see if we can get these bad boys to line up. So these 2 small prongs here are supposed to line up right there. Didn't fall apart. Oh, okay, I see. And then these side pieces will clamp into the back. All right, so we're making progress. Whew, right? So now the feet turn and are, so the feet rotate the other way and fold in, and then open are the hands. So I'll show you here. Is it outside? Outside, and then out come the hands. And this is cool because the hands articulate, which will come in handy when you do this. right? Makes it easier to hold a sword. All right, so we have that piece on. Can you tell it's been forever since I played with toys? All right, now, should I want to connect the Blade Blaster, I can flip one hand back in, turn out the other piece, and then from here, at the bottom of the foot, right here, so instead of the hand being here, I rotate it the other way, and then I can plug in my cannon and start blowing stuff up. Blowing stuff up makes me happy. What can I say? If I can't chop it up, might as well blow it up. So let's see, that's the last piece. Okay, so pterodactyl. So the shield, all right, comes in pterodactyl. All right. So they're showing me a couple of different options. Did I lose my, no I didn't. Okay, I thought I lost my pterodactyl head. Stand by. Pterodactyl head is now out. Wings are folded and still shows the Tyrannosaurus head up. So she is supposed to come in and attach right in theory, sorry, she's supposed to come in and attach right in here. And stay. Any ideas? Anybody? If we put it on YouTube, this would have gotten millions of views. Well, I tell you what, you'll find it on YouTube here in a minute. So in theory, hey, all right. Well, maybe not. Sometimes force is not the way. Be gentle, right? Okay, so I'm not really sure. This bad boy is supposed to fit in. It's supposed to fit in the back. The tail is down on the Zord. Still hasn't shown me how to okay, so something else you can do here with the hand cannons, if you don't want to put it here, I'm going to come back to the other piece in a minute, is you're supposed to be able to attach them to this back piece here, which actually works like it does in the video, which I like, or in the directions. So you can see different pieces here with the hand out and the cannons on the back. Now in theory, I should be able to stand it up, drop the feet, then Trini's head, and we are getting somewhere, right? Like all things, man, you don't use it, you lose it. All right, so we are now getting somewhere. I just gotta transform my head so that it works. All right, so let's see. All right, and it's freestanding, as you can see, which I'm kind of cool. All right, so hands articulate, showed us how to do that. The shield, it keeps telling me, will attach right here. But I'm kind of missing that right now. I get that this piece will pop down somewhere in here. All right, so that's where the head goes. this pops up. I now have the MegaZord head, sword in place, head is done, tail comes back up between the cannons to the rear, and the tip here folds down, so it is hidden. 2 cannons on the back, hands here. Next. All right, so now, so not only does the, okay, all right, so the Mastodon also can be held as a hand shield, which I remember from the series, but it doesn't show me that until the end. So there's the hand shield for the Mastodon. All right. So we got that in gear. And then it is telling me that finally the breastplate comes into play. All right. Probably should fold back the arms. And she will fit over the arms onto each side here. Got to put the head away because we don't want our head getting blown off. Wouldn't like that. We like Kimberly. Let's keep her around. And oh my goodness. In theory, Mastodon, get a grip. So let's see if our hands. One of these days, not really sure what pieces I'm missing here. If you guys know, let's see, limited, don't use the force, right? You got the legs backwards. It clicks in, the legs are backwards. I think the legs are forwards. They're facing forwards. All right, let's see. It's supposed to click in, but she's not clicking, just so you know. Let's try this again. Maybe the arms were in the wrong place. So the base is supposed to sit in these grooves here. Well, not too thrilled with this piece. Be easier if it was in English. I'm sure my kids could do it better than I could. Gonna work this out. All right. So legs, right direction. All right, those are done. See if we can figure out what's going on with the arms. Hands. T-Rex getting in the way. You know, I got to tell you, I'm not really sure, but in theory, you get the point. It's supposed to sit down in here on the chest, and we will see how this is going. I am actually really kind of pumped up about this piece. I just got to figure it out. So as you can tell, 25 years in the making, I'm working on getting this bad boy done. I like the shoulder pieces here. Come up, do all sorts of articulation here, so you can do other sorts of battle armor. Move it in other cool directions. As you can see, it comes down like a shoulder pad and all kinds of other cool stuff, man. Cannons fit to the back, the tail up and down, all sorts of stuff. It's just cool. It's just one of those things that you got to spend a little time. I remember having Transformers that gave me a hard time. I've just got to sit down and figure this bad boy out. So, you know what? These pieces here, I just saw them. These folded in pieces, I'm betting, are what fold right in here to these slots. I should have put my glasses on before I did this. Let's figure this bad boy out and get it on here. So I'm kind of wondering how many of you guys remember, and she clicks right in after that. Okay, so we'll call this, I didn't have my glasses on, and leave it at that. Those of you that are fans, man, the MegaZord is the jam. Those of you that aren't fans, you know, call me stupid, whatever you want. It's been 25 years since I put this bad boy together, and here stands the MegaZord. First time I have put one together in years, and I'm kind of pumped up about it. So you can take a look. I love the weight to this thing. I love the detail. I wish I had taken this out and messed with it before I got on with you guys, but you know, I'm also not afraid to try things for the first time in front of you or anybody else. So cool. It takes a few minutes, but I mean, how many memories does this bring back for you? Because it brings back a ton for me. I love the fact that I can drop the cannons back here on the back. These used to pop up over the top, and I mean, how many battles did we win because of this big boy? All of them in the beginning. You know what I mean? So I'm reliving a lot of stuff. Really super cool. This is not a cheap plastic piece, and that's one of the things that kind of really makes the difference for me. It was the cheap plastic pieces that I had as toys as a kid that kind of sucked, and that's why very few of them are with me now. So this is awesome. This bad boy is going to sit up on my desk, and I'm going to be really happy about it for quite some time, and go from there. So if you're into this sort of thing, cool. If not, cool too, man. I know people are tripping out about it. I'm kind of excited. This is going to sit up on my office desk and just remind me of countless victories. So while I got you on, I got a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to talk to you about, some cool items. I'll leave this bad boy here for a minute. Let's see. What should we talk about? I got a few other things here. How many of you saw the new movie? I haven't really talked about it yet, but new movie comments here, now that I've brushed off a lot of cobwebs. How many of you know what this bad boy is? Rita. You know what I'm talking about here, right? Hot Topic, Rita. Super cool. I'm kind of digging this bad boy. Doesn't look like, you know, doesn't look like the cute blonde that was on the movie screen, but I love this pop. Super cool. I will be getting a hold of these at some point in the future very soon. You will see me post these up. If you're a new movie fan, you're going to see these bad boys going up on my website, austinstjohn.biz, and I'm kind of pumped up about that. She also comes in a variation that you guys might remember, along with Zordon. What do you think of this? So here's this one. Rita Repulsa and Zordon. Pop, Funko, new movie. And is that a clue? Is that a clue? I don't know. Rita was all green, and now there's this guy? I mean, we saw that in the beginning of the movie, but I don't know. I'm just saying. So kind of captivated my interest there a little bit. And then some items. Here we go. This one is a exclusive, GameStop only. And I'm not sure if I can get access to this one. I'm working on it. If I can, through my distributor, then you will have access to it too. And this one is pretty cool. So check it out. I will get with my distributor. I'll let you know if I have access to this. Take note of the number, the stickers. You know this is not a common one. So let me know. Shoot me emails at austinstjohn911@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you on some stuff like that. Other guys, now this is, I don't have to tell you much about this one here. This one is just kind of my jam here. So this bad boy, I've got a few of them, and I'm not selling them. Just so you know, not yet. Maybe one day. I gotta. Number 23. This one's special to me. So before I knew what they were worth, I opened them up, and there are several running around the house that are being played with. So these are not amongst those. So something cool to take a look at. Another one of my personal favorites. I love this one because she was there, and I mean she. I know the woman that wore the suit. She was there from the very beginning. So Alpha 5, I love Alpha. She is just, she's awesome. And I think everybody might think that she was a he, but I know the girl that put on the suit. I know the first several girls that wore the suit, and they were amazing ladies. So this always brings back amazing memories for me. So just something to think of. Check it out. Of course, this bad boy, I've got some of these. Check them out. I've got them. I offer them up both signed and unsigned. Go to austinstjohn.biz if you're interested in that, and you can check them out. If not, no big deal, man. And again, I go to a distributor. So all these people who are running off at the mouth about, he's buying them and hawking them or flipping them, they have no idea what they're talking about, period. So let them run off. Do what they do. Here's another one. This one is a bit more rare. So 412, I'm working on getting access to this. As you can see, the stickers are kind of what make these things exclusive, depending on what the stickers are and how you go from there. I'll be coming up with some more really cool stuff later, so just stay tuned. So that's one I'm hoping to get far more access to. We'll see. Yellow Ranger. We got to bring Trini in the house. Again, this one, she's a little more rare than this one. So check them out. They're both pops. You see that they have stickers on them, which makes them exclusive in different places. So these are some items I'm getting ready to put out. You see that I sell the Yellow Ranger already. I'm not selling some of the exclusive variations yet. We'll see. I'm going to work on access to those too. So something to check out. My man Zach. Everybody knows about Zach. Zach the Black Ranger, Hip Hop Keto. Still my man. Check it out. austinstjohn.biz. Let's see, Billy in the house. So we got two bad boys from Billy. You can check these out. Blue Ranger, super cool. And you see the variations and you see the stickers. Again, some of the stickers are what you really need to pay attention to if you're in the world of pops. Those of you who don't know, you need to know. If you start seeing stickers like these in here, pay attention to them. Don't just turn around and sell them. Unless you're a flipper, and then I'm not going to talk about that. So that's your deal. You got to live with that one if that's what you do. A couple other cool things. This one has been getting some action. Lots of people love this stuff. Something for you to take a look at. Check them out. Go from there. This one brings back a lot of memories for me too. First thing I thought is when the head flipped. Well, not on this one. On the other one, but on the one with the head flip, I was like, that doesn't look like me. Do you guys think it looked like me? What do you think? I don't know. I'll leave that to you guys. I didn't think it looked like me, but that's me. So maybe I should know. I don't know. What do you think? And then, of course, these bad boys. I will crack open one of these. You guys, some of you guys have been all over this. I can't tell you how many people bring these up for me to sign on a regular basis. So much love. If you love this, I got plenty of them. Let me know. I'll get them out to you. And here in a minute, I'm going to read through some questions, and we'll go from there. I have some legacy communicators. I have access to the legacy power morphers. If you're wondering what those items are, Legacy Power Morpher through my distributor. They're getting these bad boys up and ready to roll. So again, I'm showing you some stuff from my personal collection. Much of these items, like the MegaZord Mini that I pretty much almost sold out of today, those are 2 to 3 weeks before I can even send those out because nobody has got access to them yet. So, well, nobody has them in stock as of yet, with exception of a super small handful. So I'm getting rid of them at an amazing low rate, and people are coming out talking about how I'm hawking them. Please understand that once they're out, there's only 8,000 of them made, and they're going to be gone. They're going to be gone, and that's when the prices are going to go sky high. So this bad boy is not in that genre. This is a Legacy Power Morpher. People love this thing. I sign them all over the world, and I love it. It brings back a lot of memories for me. Check out the Facebook page. You'll see me with countless other people's morphers. They're like, hey, man, would you use my morpher in this picture? And it pumps me up. I love doing that. So something to think about. And then the Legacy Communicator. This bad boy brings back another ton of memories for me. I'll give you some insight behind this one. When I wore them on the show, these are much higher quality than the ones we wore on the show. Mine, if you go back and you look at some of the episodes, you will see episodes, most of the time I'm up here, you know, Zordon, come in, holding the sides of the top. You will see other episodes where I'm holding it down here. Zordon, come in. That's because I had just recently broken it in a fight that I was doing on scene or on camera, and I had to hold it together so that you guys on the camera couldn't see that it was broken. That's the kind of stuff that we had to do. So these things are much more tough. Probably still wouldn't survive a fight, but they definitely feel much more cool than the ones that we wore, even though I love the ones that we wore, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So something to think of. If you guys are into the Dorbs, these guys are just cool. Like, I feel like this should be a bobblehead on my dashboard. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stick one in my car, maybe, just because that would be fun. So, all right, let me bang this out. Here was the MegaZord, the man, the biggin, with the shield. He's got the cannons attached to his back. He weighs a ton. He's got to be like 3.5, 4 pounds, something like that. He's a big boy. But let me pull this up. I'm going to do some questions right now, and let's see what people have to say. All right. We'd love to stay and watch more, but I got to go to work in the morning. Hey, bro, have a good night. Or girl, whoever you were, enjoy your evening. Good luck at work. Do your jam, do your thing, your jang. Let's see. Shane Long, event scene. I missed it. Horns, yeah. Haim Saban net worth, a stupid amount. A stupid amount. That's his net worth. I've got the legendary morpher, says Terry. Steven says horns. Were you wearing the suit, the helmets like in the show? What was it like being overseas? Well, you got a lot of questions. There were times, a lot of times, where we were full geared up. There were other times where we weren't because we were shooting face footage. We ran quite a few units or camera operation units at the same time. So what you have to understand is 3 cameras running. Obviously, the cameras where our faces had to be seen for the school scenes and the juice bar scenes and all those things had to have priority. So if we were shooting a heavy schedule, which we always were, then there were other units that were doing other operations. But I can tell you, every single opportunity that I could get in that suit and run my fights, I did. I loved it. I loved it. I wouldn't change it for the world. But every fight you saw me in, I choreographed every last one of them. And I helped some of the other guys choreograph theirs too. So, and the stunt team, the unsung heroes, the putties, all the guys in the monster costumes, you guys, man, give them a salute. You see these guys out there on the con circuit, give them a pound from Austin St. John, fist bump, and tell them I said much love. You should give them some love too. Those guys work hard. They're the true unsung heroes, along with all the guys behind camera. So just food for thought. Besides your time on Rangers, what has been your favorite? I missed the last portion of that. How can I get the Dragon Dagger and Saba? The Dragon Dagger you can find at austinstjohn.biz. I will get back to you if you send me an email at austinstjohn911@gmail.com on Saba. If that's what you're looking for, I'm almost positive. In fact, I know I can get that from my distributor. I remember seeing it on the shelves there. So let me know what you're interested in, and we'll talk about it. I don't know if it has been asked, but how was it to see through the helmet? The helmet, you ever wear sunglasses, you put them on a hot day and they fog up immediately? That's what it was like to see in the helmets, point blank. And the original helmet that came over from Japan, the very first one that I wore, that thing, I would whip my head around for a kick and the helmet would keep going. So I was looking out the ear hole, but there wasn't an ear hole. You know what I mean? So, again, kudos to the stunt guys and to us, because if we had known our stuff, we definitely would have had a lot of injuries. We managed to avoid a lot of those. So that's what it was like. Let's see. Hello from Brazil, says Rafael Cabello. I'm not sure. I'll see you in Sao Paulo this December. I'm coming down. Let's see. Tommy, your favorite season of Rangers besides yours? Probably the original Japanese series 1. I love that. That's the origin. That's where I came. That's where Jason came from. And I got to give props to Jason's origins, the man that inspired me to create the character that so many around the world fell in love with and think was the very first outside of Japan. So, Arden, thank you. You're welcome. Jason Starr, are you going to get Legacy Blade Blasters? Do you want a Legacy Blade Blaster? I'll look into it. Hit me up, AustinSt.John911 at Gmail. Send me your questions, and I will get what I can. And when I do, you'll see it uploaded on Austin St. John, AustinSt.John.biz. Let me know. Let's see. Austin, how you and the kids sat down and watched, I moved quick and was a little broken. How do you think of what do you think of the Forever Red episodes? I loved it. I thought it was cool. I had no idea you guys were totally into it as much as you were back in the day. I had a great time shooting it. I think the other guys had a great time shooting it. And I'm not sure that everybody knew exactly how awesome, and I don't know that we all knew how much love it was going to get when it came. So what color is bed, red or gold? Man, gold was awesome, but Jason the Red Ranger, he didn't need all the flashy gear. He did his job every day without it. You know what I mean? He didn't need the extra armor. He didn't need the theme song, the special swords, the extra Zord. Jason put his team first and did his job without any of the flashy pomp. Period. Tyrannosaurus Red Dragon. Let's see. Austin, when you come to New York, stay tuned between October and December. That's all I'm going to tell you on that. I will make announcements at a later date. Forever Red will always be awesome. Well, thank you very much, man. What do you have going on now? Cons, movies, love you. I just finished filming a movie called A Walk with Grace. It is romantic comedy, and yes, I know it's not action. I did that because I'm trying to break out of just the action genre. I have 2 other action films. One is called Black Salt, which we're producing a video game on called Black Salt Production. Hopefully I will have more information out on the movie in the next 12 to 24 months because it's got a huge budget. Millions, tens of millions. So working on that one. The other one is The Order. Talked to Karen Ashley. We're hoping to finish that up this year. She's got one more role to cast, and then, man, we're going to bang that bad boy out. So I'm excited for those action films. But A Walk with Grace is done, and I have several others in early stages of production I'm not going to talk about just yet. Are you coming to Ohio? For an appearance, nothing yet. I sit on the board for a charity called the I Group, as in the letter I, and then Group, Carmen's World, and that is a charity on autism that has not been announced to the world as of yet, I guess really, other than now, when I talk about it. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with that. Oh, and another project I've got coming up is called Fireball Run. And go to fireballrun.com. You can check that out. I'm going to be a part of an adventure, archaeological adventure, that in the end, I'm going to help find a missing child, I hope, and help reunite them with their family while winning a race. And honestly, I don't even care about winning the race. I want to help find the missing child and find all the archaeological items that I'm supposed to while I do that. And it's not a race. It's an adventure. So just food for thought. Hope to see you in Detroit. I hope to see you there too. Would love to hear you morph. It's morphin' time. Tyrannosaurus. Let's see. Isaac. Hey, Austin St. John, how are you? I've been watching and grew up with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm good, brother. And I love hearing y'all's stories. All y'all that grew up with Mighty Morphin and any other Power Ranger series. We love hearing about how much you guys love the show and how the families, how all y'all's families were affected. So let me tune out. It's getting late. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I'm going to put up another video where I will do an unboxing from Barrel and Blade Tactical Outfitters. They've sent me another box of goodies that I'm going to open up, and we will discover what is in it together. And we'll go from there. All right? Much love. God bless. ASJ out.